Guys, welcome back to another trip video. This one's an exciting one. We are out in the Helena and Aurora Ranges. We've been here before, but it was with the Prado and we were on our own. This time we're taking some friends out with us. We've got Beck and Mark in their brand new 300 series. And when I'm talking new, they literally picked it up this morning from a GVM upgrade and a rooftop tent upgrade. So they've got some fun new gear to try this weekend. We're just at the start of the track, airing down the tyres and popping everything into full drive, and then we're headed up the track and we're not sure what to expect. So stay tuned and stick around for the rest of this episode, guys. They look worse than they are, and then you sort of like lose a bit of traction and you're like, woohoo! Not too bad. All of them haven't been that bad actually. Like they're just, like it's quite soft. Yeah. Like just traction wise, like it's not like, they're like reasonably hard underneath, but you just like that first couple of centimetres, you're not going to get much traction.
This one's interesting though.
Through here.
You're almost lured into a false sense of security because like a lot of the track is really hard.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just get to these big boggy waterholes, and this is not my thing. I did not enjoy this.
They're not deep though. Like they're pretty like they're, you know, they're shallow, but yeah, they're not like Holland track car swallowing massive bog holes. It's more like, you know, you've got like an indent in the road and it's collected a lot of water, but obviously like this kind of clayey kind of stuff that we're driving on, it gets super soft really quick. So yeah. So it's actually 11:15. We arrived at camp at about sort of 5:30. We'd lost most of the light in the last part of the drive. But anyway, we actually found the camp that we wanted to find in the dark, mind you. And once we arrived, unfortunately, we found a couple of issues with our friend's rooftop tent. So just upon install, a bracket was left on, a clamp was left on one of the sides that the awning was on. So we actually couldn't open the tent, and in the end we actually had to remove our friend's awning off the side and then remove the bracket and then reattach everything so they could open up the tent. Anyway, it was chaotic to say the least for probably a couple of hours until we sort of got ourselves all sorted out. Keen to show you guys around in the morning, but for now we're gonna get ourselves sorted, and yeah, we'll see you guys then. Morning everybody. We have had pretty cruisy morning, just getting to our second coffee. We woke up about 7:15 in the end because we had a pretty late night last night. We'd actually just in bed just after midnight, which for us it's like, that's crazy. But we had quite a bit going on with getting into camp and cooking, and we didn't eat dinner until about 10 p.m, which is really late for dinner. But anyway, we got all of the little dramas sorted out, and cold night out here, really cold. I think it dropped to about 3 last night. So, but we slept pretty good in the rooftopper. Our friends slept in their rooftopper for the first time as well, so pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, we're just going to have a muck around here this morning. Plan is to take a little drive up to the top of the ridge, and we'll probably do lunch up there later today. And yeah, I think Beck's cooking dinner, which is nice, so we're off dinner duties.
And she's baking bread right now, so...
Oh yeah, she's baking bread, yeah. Beck's making some like fresh bread, which is going to be incredible. Anyway, we're making milky coffees. Got the little frother, the Aldi frother, set up here. And yeah, we'll have an AeroPress for our second coffee. We usually just do the little bag coffees for the first one, the ground to drop ones, which are somewhere. I put them away, but the ground to drop ones are really nice. So we're doing second coffees, sit by the fire for a little bit longer, and then yeah, we'll see how the day goes. Not a bad lunch spot, eh? How cool.
This is sick.
Park chairs right there, grab a beer, have a bite to eat.
Oh.
We just had a little drive up the ridge track, which we didn't do last time. Silly enough because...
We chickened out.
We chickened out, which is crazy because it actually wasn't that gnarly at all. It was really cruisy. The cruisers just walked up it, literally.
We did have the Prado last time, though.
I think the Prado would have done
I
that
do think
really
the Prado
easy.
would have.
Actually, you know what? I think any normal full drive would do that. I don't think there was any drama at all. It was absolutely fine. A bit rocky, but all good. Anyway, beautiful track up to the ridge here. Amazing views. We're going to sit down, have beer, have some lunch, and enjoy all of this because that's what we're here to do. Amazing.
Got a bit going on, so Beck is making a lamb shank curry in this one, and then we've got the bread heating up in this one, and Woz is going to make some kind of dessert in the small camp oven later. Woo.
So it's golden hour around here, guys. We've had a pretty nice day. We went up to the top of the ridge track, sat up the top, had a beer, had some lunch. Super nice. It was honestly so good up there. We actually spent about an hour and a half just sitting up there and just chilling out. Really, really good. But we did just actually just have a couple of campers come through. They camp a bit closer to the range and sort of pass through our campground. They were really nice. Had a quick chat. We were hoping that they weren't going to be camping on top of us because it is a really nice place to come and get some serenity. Anyway, it's a special little camping trip. We're obviously, with Beck and Mark having the 300 series on for the first time, thought we'd do something a little bit extra. So Mark is a big fan of his cigars. So we've actually got tonight, we've got 2 Cuban cigars. Myself and Mark are going to indulge, and a nice bottle of Ned's Australian whiskey to have with that. So we're going to sit down in a minute and enjoy those. And yeah, just enjoy this amazing night because honestly, the Helenas are one of the best places to come camp in WA, hands down. So yeah, we're going to sit back and enjoy.
Cool.
Definitely.
Tasty.
Happy. Has taken the opportunity to practice on his bow, particularly when we're out here because we just don't have that much space at home. He's been invited to a property to try and kill some bunnies and some foxes. So yeah, so he's making the most of the space that we have out here, so get a bit of practice in.
Morning, guys. So we had a pretty nice night around the campfire last night. After that group rolled through, they went quite far off. We could barely sort of tell they were here. Beck did amazing lamb shanks in the camp oven. They were great. I did a berry cobbler that I'd seen on the internet. That was really tasty as well. So yeah, really nice night all round. But we're just packing up because we're going to hit the tracks to get out of here. But we're going to go through all the stuff that we can fit in this amazing Redgum bag. So, yeah, cheeky plug. We do have a discount code, which is...
The Little Adventurers.
The Little Adventurers.
For 10% off.
The Little Adventurers for 10% off. So you can get 10% off, which is worth it. These guys have been amazing, man. They did start out as Cactus, but then obviously had a rebrand, and they sent us out a new rebranded bag. Honestly, it's just as amazing as the last one. And our friends have got one on their car too. So anyway, you can fit a whole bunch of stuff in there. At the moment, I've just got a whole bunch of our sort of cans and everything, but we pop our table straight in. That sort of goes down there. This wooden thing for our shower just slides in there. And then I've actually got this cable for our rooftop tent. Actually sits up the front here, along with our shovel, which is actually by the fire, so I'll leave that out. Our shovel goes in there too. I've got the fire grill that goes in like that. We've got Emma's stool that goes in there like that. And then when we sort of close it up, we take our rubbish and make that a ball, and that slides up in there, and we just double click it over.
It's snowing. As we wrapped up our time in the Helena and Aurora Ranges, we reflected on just how incredible this place actually is. It almost feels like a hidden gem. Nobody seems to know about it, but it's one of our favourite camping spots. We only stayed 2 nights here, but if you are coming from Perth, 3 would be ideal, because it is still a 6-hour drive from the city. But if you're looking for endless amounts of space, complete serenity and an adventure, it's the ideal spot. If you made it to the end of this video, we appreciate you. There's plenty more camping adventures close to Perth and much further afield coming up. So hit the subscribe button for more epic adventures, and we'll see you in the next one.